The 2017 Ram Power Wagon. The Ram Power Wagon is probably the brawniest truck on the market. It comes built on the Ram 2500 HD crew cab and boasts industry-exclusive off-road tech like solid axles, all-terrain tires, a manual transfer case, a disconnecting front sway bar, and a 12,000-pound worn winch, all from the factory. Now for 2017, Ram is giving the Power Wagon a makeover courtesy of the Ram 1500 Rebel. The Power Wagon's front mug now wears a grille first seen on the Rebel, the Ram 1500's most dedicated off-road trim package. New graphics on the Power Wagon's sides, tailgate, and interior match the new snout. While the looks might be different, the Power Wagon's greasy bits are unchanged. This means the 6.4-liter Hemi V-8, heavy-duty 6-speed automatic transmission, 4WD system, frame, and suspension carry over from 2016. Of course, no one can complain about that, well, perhaps besides that the Power Wagon doesn't offer the Cummins turbodiesel as an option. Thanks to the placement of the worn winch, the Cummins intercooler won't fit behind the bumper. That aside, the Power Wagon's powertrain lives up to hype, generating impressive horsepower and torque numbers. Also carrying over unchanged is the Power Wagon tradesman trim level. The contractor and feel-oriented truck uses all the same hardware, but forgoes the Rebel grille and showy graphics package. It's all business with the tradesman. So what's the 2017 Power Wagon all about? Keep reading for the full rundown. Update: the 10th of November 2016, Ram has released pricing for the 2017 Power Wagon, which goes on sale in the first quarter of 2017. The tradesman trim starts at $46,995 and the SLT-based trim begins at $51,695. Check out the pricing section below for more details. Continue reading to learn more about the 2017 Ram Power Wagon. Exterior. The majority of changes for the 2017 model year are found in the Power Wagon's grille. It now carries the same shape as the Ram 1500 Rebel, Ram's half-ton dedicated off-roader. The shape departs from the traditional Ram and Dodge before it crosshair grille for a double hoop design with the Ram logo spelled out in massive satin chrome letters. New 17-inch aluminum wheels with black spokes replace the all-chrome, 5-spoke wheels from last year. A blind man in a dark room could still easily spot this truck. The truck also gets a new graphics package with a vertical Power Wagon logo along the leading edge of the cargo bed. A 4x4 emblem resides between the rear tires and taillights. At the back, another Power Wagon logo stretches across the tailgate under the utterly gargantuan Ram logo. A blind man in a dark room could still easily spot this truck. Aside from the new aesthetics, the Power Wagon still offers many of the features found on the Ram 2500 HD. The optional Ram box on the bed walls makes for awesome storage spots. An optional camera in the center high-mounted stoplight allows the driver to watch cargo or easily hook up a fifth-wheel trailer from the Uconnect infotainment screen. Optional trailer tow mirrors rotate 90 degrees for a vertical view that's especially helpful when pulling an enclosed trailer. The truck also features bifunctional projector headlights with LED daytime running lights. Interior. The 2017 Ram Power Wagon's interior mostly carries over from 2016 with a few key exceptions. The seats now feature the tread pattern from the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac all-terrain tires fitted to the truck, while yet another set of Power Wagon logos run down the seatbacks. It certainly adds interest, though some may argue the look is less than tasteful. For those naysayers, the Power Wagon tradesman retains the standard vinyl and optional cloth seats. Both trim levels have a 40/20/40 front bench seat with folding center console. The rear bench adds seating for 3 more passengers. All told, the Power Wagon can haul 6. The dashboard continues unchanged. The 8.4-inch Uconnect system with navigation comes standard on the non-tradesman trim, as does the 7-inch TFT display in the driver's gauge cluster. A column-mounted gear shifter with manual gear sector controls will be familiar to old-school truck buyers. Drivetrain. Under the Power Wagon's hood is a 6.4-liter Hemi V-8 engine. It's the largest and most powerful gasoline engine in the HD truck segment, kicking out 410 horsepower at 5,600 revolutions per minute and 429 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 revolutions per minute. The engine uses variable valve timing and cylinder deactivation to keep fuel consumption in check, while creating its immense power levels. The Hemi is the largest and most powerful gasoline engine in the HD truck segment. A heavy-duty 6.6 RFE 6-speed automatic transmission is the sole choice of gearbox, offering manual control over gear selection. Behind that is the Borg-Warner BW44-47 2-speed, manually controlled transfer case. With a crawl ratio of 2.64:1, combined with 4.10 ratios in the axles, the Power Wagon has plenty of torque multiplication on tap. What's more, the engine, transmission, and transfer case communicate with each other. When slid down into 4WD low, the engine's idle increases by 100 revolutions per minute, from 650 to 750 revolutions per minute, for better control when climbing steep hills or pulling heavy loads at low speeds. Like the standard Ram 2500 HD, the Power Wagon uses solid axles front and rear, sourced from American Axle Manufacturing. The front unit measures 9.25 inches while the rear is a beefy 11.5-inch unit. Axle shafts are a stout 38 mm thick, ensuring they'll last no matter how hard the beating, suspension and off-road tech. Obviously the Power Wagon's main objective is to go anywhere it's pointed. To that end, Ram engineers fitted it with 33-inch Goodyear all-terrain tires, a robust 4WD system, electronically operated locking differentials front and rear, an electronic disconnect for the front sway bar, and a recovery winch from Warren rated to pull 12,000 pounds. Obviously the Power Wagon's main objective is to go anywhere it's pointed. Add these things to the Ram 2500 HD's fully boxed steel frame and 5-link, coil spring rear suspension, and you've got a competent rig. The Power Wagon boasts an impressive 14.3 inches of ground clearance thanks to a 3-inch suspension lift. That's a full 4.3 inches more than a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. It has an approach angle of 33.6 degrees, a breakover angle of 23.5 degrees, and a departure angle of 26.2 degrees. The truck is also capable of fording 30 inches of water. That's a full 2.5 feet of the wet stuff. The Power Wagon also boasts some exclusive suspension bits over the standard 2500 HD. A special mount between the front control arm and the axle gives an extended range of movement to the axle. It's called the Ram Articulink design and complements the sway bar disconnect function. When the utmost traction is needed, a rotary dial on the dash can engage either the rear or both front and rear locking differentials. This makes all four wheels spin at the same speed, regardless of traction conditions. Prices. The 2017 Power Wagon carries a base price of $46,995 for the tradesman trim level. Opting for the more mainstream version, based on the SLT trim, carries a price of $51,695. Both trucks incur a $1,320 destination fee. Currently Ram offers a third Power Wagon trim based on the Laramie, though according to Ram PR man Nick Kappa, the Laramie trim will phase out in the near future, replaced by the leather and luxury package available for the SLT-based Power Wagon. Opting for that package adds $4,495, bringing the cost to $56,190 before other options. Standard features on Power Wagon: 12,000-pound Warn winch, Bilstein mono-tube shocks, 5-link rear coil spring suspension, smart bar, electronic disconnecting sway bar, electric locking front and rear differentials, 33-inch Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac tires, complete under chassis armor, 6.4-liter Hemi V-8 with 410 horsepower and 429 lb-ft of torque, tow hooks. Optional features included with leather and luxury package. Uconnect Access 8.4 Sirius XM satellite radio with touchscreen display, 9 Alpine speakers with subwoofer, dual-zone automatic temperature control, heated and ventilated high back leather trimmed 20/40 front bench seats with armrest and seat cushion storage, power 10-way adjustable driver seat with memory, 6-way front passenger seat, power lumbar adjustment, heated steering wheel, rear 60/40 split folding seat with flat load floor and under seat storage, ParkSense front and rear park assist system, park view, rear backup camera, power folding mirrors, security alarm, integrated voice command with Bluetooth, competition. 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor. Of course, the Raptor is perhaps the best known off-road truck in the industry. Its high-speed desert racing style of wheeling is second to none. Its large remote reservoir shocks, beefy suspension parts, and EcoBoost powerplant all help it glide over rutted dirt roads, sand dunes, and gravel tracks. It's a different kind of wheeling than what the Power Wagon is designed for, but that doesn't negate the Raptor as the Power Wagon's fiercest competitor. What's more, the Raptor is arguably the Power Wagon's only true competitor. No other automaker produces such a purpose-built rig that can go exponentially further than its standard duty version. Understanding the differences in purpose between the Raptor and Power Wagon are essential. Want to go fast across the desert? Buy the Raptor. Need to tow 10,000 pounds across a rock-filled, muddy field? The Power Wagon is your best bet. Read our full review of the 2017 F-150 Raptor here. Conclusion: the cosmetic updates to the 2017 Power Wagon showcase Ram's refusal to let its Halo truck grow stale. Now matched with the Ram 1500 Rebel, the Power Wagon carries a more youthful flair that should appeal to the modern truck buyer. Likewise, Ram's commitment to commercial buyers who love the Power Wagon's rugged usefulness can still buy the traditional-looking tradesman at a discounted price without losing any of the functionality. Sadly, the buyer who loses out is the old soul truck enthusiast who would opt for the Power Wagon's Laramie trim and check the graphics delete option box, leaving him with a conservative truck with all the luxury amenities of a Laramie and off-road features of the Power Wagon. Perhaps the Rebel-like refresh signifies Ram's commitment to keeping up with the industry's current trends. Either way, the Power Wagon is the baddest off-roader built for heavy-duty work. Love it. Ram Rebel-like looks, outstanding off-road abilities, still works as a 3/4 ton HD truck. Leave it. Rebel grille isn't for everybody. No mechanical changes or upgrades. Pricing likely to slightly increase. Update history. Updated February 17, 2016, we added a series of new images taken during the car's official debut at the 2016 Chicago Auto Show. Check the Pictures tab to see them.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.